Good morning, and thanks for being with us on this beautiful Monday. We'll have much more on this Juneteenth holiday, but first, I'm Amy Lange.
And I'm Brandon Hudson. We begin with some breaking news from Detroit's west side. Detroit police are investigating a police pursuit which ends in a crash.
That's right, and we are told police spotted a homicide suspect on I-94 near Mount Elliott. Here's a look at the scene from Sky Fox. We're told the suspect crashed a vehicle near West Grand Boulevard and Buchanan Street, then took off out of the car and ran away. Reports from the scene indicated at least one person was taken into custody a short time later. Specifics about why officers were chasing the vehicle have not yet been released. And I apologize, we did not have that video.
We'll get that video to him later.
Yeah.
But we also, while many of us celebrate our fathers and father figures, some families learn that the tragic reminder of gun violence does not take holidays off.
Oh my goodness. Several teens are critically hurt after a shooting late last night on Detroit's west side, and so far there are still no arrests in this case. Fox News' Robin Murdoch is live with the very latest from police. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning, Amy and Brandon. Yeah, this is a very concerning situation that police are now investigating. They are now looking into a quadruple shooting at this hour from the city's west side. At last check, 2 of the teen victims, they did remain in critical condition. 2 others were listed in temporary serious condition. I did talk to one neighbor off camera at that shooting scene who tells me he easily heard anywhere from 11 to 17 shots out there last night.
Around 10 p.m., we received a call for service for a person shot.
Hours after Detroit police were dispatched to this west side shooting scene, detectives are still in the dark. They have several questions surrounding the reasoning behind the late night ruckus, in which neighbors off camera said more than a dozen shots were fired. This dark colored Chevy Cruze now a pivotal part of the investigation, as well as the teen victims. We're told police first thought there were only 2 of them.
They were conveyed to the hospital by medics. Then later on, we were made aware that 2 other individuals showed up at another hospital wounded. So we have a total of 4 people injured at this time.
Investigators spent a lot of time in the 12,300 block of Roselawn near Grand River and Oakman Boulevard on Sunday night, trying to figure out the sequence of events that led up to the quadruple shooting. Were more people possibly involved? Was this some kind of a shootout? Were the 4 teens perhaps targeted? Right now, detectives have some answers, but are in pursuit of more.
Age ranges from 16 to 18, 2 males, 2 females. At this time, we have no information as to what happened.
Detectives did remain out at the Roselawn shooting scene for a good portion of the overnight hours. Again, their attention centered on the Chevy Cruze with multiple shell casings scattered around it. The casings likely holding clues as to who fired the barrage of bullets. Conversations with the victims will also be crucial going forward.
Were the victims near that car, inside that car?
That's what we believe at this time. Until we get to interview some of the victims, we don't know for sure.
Now, one of the neighbors that I did talk to off camera, he tells me that he saw one of the female victims lying next to the passenger side door. The other female victim was still in the driver's side seat. Again, police, they want to talk to all 4 victims when they are stable enough so that they can try and get more insight into exactly what happened and why it may have happened. Of course, when investigators are ready to share new information, we'll be sure to pass it along to you. We are live on the city's west side this morning. I'm Robin Murdoch for Fox 2 News.
Robin, do we know when police might be able to do that? For example, do we know the extent of the injuries, just how badly everyone was hurt, and when police might be able to get to them? And also, do we know if any weapons were recovered from that scene?
Well, I did check in with investigators earlier this morning, Amy, and they could not give us an update at this point. They plan to talk to detectives, get a little bit more information. So we are hoping throughout the day that we'll be able to learn a little bit more about the extent of the injuries, how many times each of these victims were shot, who is in critical condition, who is in temporary serious condition. We don't even know that at that point. So at this point, rather. So there's still quite a bit going on with this situation, and hopefully police will be able to shed some light on it later today. Back to you.
All right. Gosh, just so much violence. Thanks so much. We appreciate you, Robin Murdoch. Brandon.
Sadly, that shooting capped off a violent weekend in the city. Detroit police say that a fight escalated to a deadly shooting at the Russell Industrial Center near I-75. The call came in just before 1 a.m. Sunday. Police tell us that a 29-year-old man was shot and killed on Clay Street, but investigators haven't said why people were at the industrial center after midnight. This is the second time a shooting has killed someone at that location in a month. So far, nobody is in custody. Staying on Detroit's east side, a sliver of crime tape is on a quiet road is all that remains after someone discovered a man shot to death inside a car just after 9 a.m. Sunday on Grandy near Mack. This morning, a motive is not known.
And a teen is recovering from another shooting on the city's west side. The 18-year-old was grazed by a bullet on Oakfield near 7 Mile. Police say he was standing outside a home when someone in a passing SUV opened fire. If you have information on any of these cases that we've just been talking about that you can help get these shooters off the street, please call Detroit Police or Crime Stoppers right away. And in Pontiac, 3 people are hospitalized after being hit by a car. The crash happening just before 11 Saturday night on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard near Osmond Street. Now, police say a 27-year-old lost control of his car while swerving to avoid another vehicle that was backing out of a driveway. Well, the car went over the curb and hit 3 people on the sidewalk, a 46-year-old woman, a 56-year-old man, and a 52-year-old man.
Somebody hit my truck with their car and then hit the pole, but then when I came out, it was totally different. It was somebody had lost control of the car, ran up the sidewalk. He was devastated. Oh, he was devastated. He wished for anything he could have, if he could have changed things, but it just happened so quick.
Happened just so fast. Investigators believe the driver was going too fast and may have been distracted by a cell phone. However, no charges have been filed at this time.
New developments in Hamtramck as the mayor responds to the growing backlash following a controversial ban of pride flags on city buildings. The ban enacted last week also covers any flags representing religion, ethnicity, or race. The city is taking flack from both residents and Lansing lawmakers over the move. The mayor says that he supports the decision and wants to warn people about what he predicts will happen next. It's protests. In a statement released over the weekend, he says in part, quote, "I ask everyone to commit to calmness, wisdom, and avoid friction with them. The strangers will leave and you will stay in your city. Be confident that your government will not back down from its positions, not even one step." This morning, no word on any actual plans for any official demonstration or protest. The situation will continue.
Yes, indeed. Well, this is a date that means so much to so many. Today is Juneteenth, which is a federal holiday.
This is where we celebrate the independence of enslaved people in America. Communities all across the area are celebrating the origins and importance of this history to our country. Fox 2's Josh Landon has more.
As you can see, the sun is shining. That makes it a great day to celebrate, honor, and reflect on Juneteenth. We are right outside of the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History, where celebrations will begin starting today at noon, inside and out. As we all know, Juneteenth celebrates the emancipation of African Americans from slavery. And this is now the 3rd year Juneteenth is being celebrated as a federal holiday. Now, here in the city of Detroit, offices will be closed for today. However, Department of Public Works will still collect trash. DDOT buses will run, and so will the People Mover. As we have been talking about all morning long, Juneteenth has a special meaning for millions of people across the country. Activists say you can honor Juneteenth by supporting Black-owned businesses or by visiting African American museums and historical sites.
I just would hope that we would learn how to love on each other as a people. You know, we're just a human race. It's not about being black. It's not about being white. It's just about being human and loving each other. That's what I think Juneteenth is all about. Take color out of the issue and just be a loving people.
We're in America. We can be successful. We can have jobs. We can raise successful families and make money and be productive in this kind of culture in society.
Once again, Juneteenth is today, and there are many celebrations across Metro Detroit you can take part in, support the cause, celebrate, honor, and reflect on Juneteenth. In Detroit, Josh Landon, Fox 2 News.